Hey water signs, how are you guys today? Welcome back to OceanGemTarot. I'm back with another message for you guys. So on the bottom of the deck we have emotional withdrawal. We also have rest and rejuvenation. And we have partnership and alliances. And then the waiting game. I feel that you guys are kind of going into hermit mode, or perhaps you've been there and you're possibly stepping out of it. But at the same time, I feel that you guys are kind of going within to kind of, you know, meditate and rejuvenate yourself. Somebody might also be going and becoming one with nature to help ground themselves. But I feel that somebody's going to have a new, like they're going to meet somebody. Somebody new is coming in. But I feel like whatever it is that you guys are working on is kind of like the waiting game. It's kind of like you're pacing in circles and wondering when it's going to come in. Tap into your imaginative sign, guys. Because, like, you guys are really creative. Tap into your imaginative, emotional side. Add your emotions into your, into your meditating. That way you get the results that it is that you want. You guys are very, like, intuitive and nurturing. Bring that into, like, embrace it. That way it'll help you get to where you want to be quicker. I feel like you guys are just figuring out what adjustments you need to make in order to accomplish what it is that you're working at. Let's get into the tarot. I just heard grand gesture. Somebody's going to make a grand gesture toward you guys, or possibly it might be you towards somebody else. Oh, we had a card that switched over, the Ace of Cups. Exactly. You guys are going to be, I feel like, really tapping into spirit and your intuition. I feel like possibly some new feelings are coming in. It could be like new feelings of love, or new feelings of just like, having kind of like that fire rejuvenated within you, that passion rejuvenated within you. Exactly, partnerships and alliances, but also like the Page of Swords. It's very like you're kind of like scouting out new territory, like you're cutting crap off and you're curious about what's to come. But I feel like you're curious about, this new, I feel like Spirit's opening you up to something new. And there's something new that you're realizing. And that's bringing in a lot of joy. It's also going to bring in a lot of success too. So it's kind of like a gift, but it's a gift within you that you're now becoming one with, or realizing that you have, or that has been gifted to you. I feel like maybe some of you guys, because this is like the Two of Swords, maybe you guys ended a relationship. You went within to find, what it is you need to work on within yourself, what it is that makes you truly happy. I mean, we do have like Scorpio energy out here. But we also have Pisces energy as well. I don't know, but whatever it is, you guys are walking away from it. What is this? Temperance is like balance within yourself. I feel like, again, something that's spiritually like guided. I felt like you found the meaning within something that you have been searching for, and that's what's going to bring in this new opportunity. Somehow you guys are going to become more abundant from this. I feel I just heard bail money. Somebody could be cold in your energy that you cut off and they asked you for bail money. That's for somebody. I hope you told them no. They need to sit there and learn their lesson. Queen of Cups. I feel like you guys are being firm, but what you do it with love. Maybe if somebody asked you for bail money, you made them sit there because, hey, you need to learn your lesson and I'm doing this. But same thing is, I'm not going to be mad. I'm not upset about it. And, I feel for you, but at the same time, it is what it is. I'm going to love you from a distance. You need to learn your lessons. Sometimes people have to learn hard lessons. I feel like somebody's like this spiritual gift or whatever it is that's divinely guided by spirit. I feel like it has to do with the job. And somehow it's going like you're standing in like your queen or king energy is going to bring you in wealth. Like it's support from spirit. I don't know. And somebody also may have made a prediction about something that came true. And somehow that is going to end up bringing them in more abundance. But also within that prediction, somehow they realized something within themselves that was opened up to them. maybe this has to do with, maybe somebody was living beyond their means, or somebody may be too obsessed with work. And maybe that's what, because it's balanced. You have to have a balanced work life, right? So maybe I feel like with this temperance card, somebody realized like, wow, they kind of feel like they've been pacing in circles. That whenever they found that balance, that nice middle path between like their work and home life, and not to be so obsessive with work that the money's gonna come in, like then, like that happiness came in, and then they also started seeing abundance because they've rested and they've like, balanced themselves. They know now what they need to do. They got the answers from source. So now they have like, maybe you're more intuitive now. You're being more spiritually guided because you're more open. And now these difficult choices that you thought might have been difficult that you're cutting off aren't so difficult. And that's what's opened up this new opportunity. That way, you guys are able to, now that you open up this new opportunity, it's like now you might have found a partnership, or maybe it's a newfound partnership within yourself, or you're making alliances with other people, other corporations, other like-minded people. And that had you now curious, because curiosity, it's kind of like it's looking up between the rest and rejuvenation. Like I feel like it opened you up, and now you're exploring more things, and you're not afraid to like leave shit behind that you need to leave behind. No matter what the situation is, it's like, okay, now I'm grounded. Now I'm balanced. Okay, now I understand. Even though I might love this or love this person or love this job, it's time for me to leave it behind. Right? It's time for me to walk away. Just because you're walking away doesn't mean you have to do it being ugly. You can still show people compassion when you walk away and do it, gracefully. And that, and then you might be kind of like, you're like, okay, well, I'm walking away, but I'm no longer waiting. I want my happiness. I'm not going to sit here and walk in circles and wonder why. Because my tree is growing. It's time to move, right? Now Spirit's like giving you this thing. All right, boom, move. You're happy now. You're bringing it in. You're balanced, like within yourself. Like your soul is now balanced. You're more patient. Or maybe you need to be more patient with this, because now you know how to, like, I guess, balance that work life. Or maybe you're no longer living beyond your means. You're learning how to balance that. And that balance is what's bringing in this happiness. We had this in our collective reading as well. To me, it's kind of like the Six of Coins is like, somebody doesn't want to be dominated anymore. They don't want strings attached. They don't want to stay like stuck. You know what I mean? Maybe you guys felt like, what is that called? Like home ties. What is it? Like when you're tied to somewhere because like you have family somewhere, like they live there. So it's like your roots, right? Maybe you don't want to feel like you're tied to your roots or like you're attached to something that's there. You don't want to feel like you're dominated and have to be there just because your family's there. Like you can still love them and go back and visit or whatever, but that's just not your place. So no matter what they say, your place is somewhere else. It's kind of like your soul feels like somewhere else is home, and that's where you need to be, and that's where you're going. But I feel like, I feel like somebody, even with that, it's like you're searching for the purposes and the decisions that you've made. There's a lot of decisions, there's a lot of things, and it's gotten you to where you're at. But you're daydreaming of being somewhere else, but you're like, dude, what am I here for? Like, why am I here? But then you realize that, hey, just because these people are here doesn't mean that I have to be here. I can still love them from a distance, and it's going to be okay. It's like you're taking responsibility and you're still there with your family and you're still going on to the Knight of Coins. Like you're being efficient and you're working hard and going towards what it is that you want to go for. But just because like you might have, because it's a Hierophant, like family ties there, it doesn't mean anything. You need to take this adventure and be fearless and go for it is that you want. Don't be guilt tripped and staying somewhere you don't belong, because our soul is going to guide us to where we need to be. It's kind of the star came out sideways. You can be discontent, right? And you can be like feel insecure and I don't know why I'm here. Or you can just stand and be bold, right? Make those few adjustments, nurture yourself, nurture your family, but use your imagination, right? Don't get over emotional and stuff. Just keep the faith. Keep going. Because I feel like now that you've realized that, like you feel rejuvenated. You know, you're standing in your emperor or empress, whatever it is might have you, that strong authority mentality, and this is guided. Like you were brought there or put in this situation so that you would go within and rest and rejuvenate and connect with yourself, and then like make these new partnerships or alliances or whatever you need to do to fix whatever was here, so that way you could move on to where it is you're supposed to be. Because then we have looking ahead, right? Like the Three of Wands is looking ahead. It's looking at the expansion. So maybe something in this, sorry guys, I'm like all smacking the camera. Like maybe you guys with this, it's kind of like, maybe within this and you being where you're at, maybe you found a new way to expand, not only within yourself, but in a way that's going to bring you great wealth. Like job wise, because I see a job and I see just like money falling and coming in and like somebody diving into it, like the Scrooge, what is it, Scrooge McDuck, and he has like the money safe that he used to dive in and jump and swim in and stuff. Maybe that's what you guys are working on, because you're no longer going to sit in here and suffer. You're going after your fulfillment and your new beginning. It's like you guys completed a cycle now, because there was something in here that needed to be healed for you to complete this cycle so that you can be free. You can feel free, which you were probably already free before, but you had to realize it for yourself. And that's what Spirit was trying to show you, that, hey, you know, it's going to be okay. You need to free yourself. Don't tie yourself down and obligate yourself to things that, you know, they matter, but at the same time, you can still do it from a distance. You know? Don't try to be dominant in every situation. Sometimes you just have to let things be and love people from a distance. Don't feel obligated to put yourself in a situation where you don't want to be because of obligation. Because reality of the situation, you're not obligated. You can love them from a distance. But that's something that you had to mend and figure out for yourself. I feel that, you know, somebody's going to be moving soon. Somebody's going to be leaving this situation soon. And they're going to be taking over the world. Not like literally, but, you know. It's the Two of Wands. So it's like you're making these plans. You're making these moves. I just had that song, Making Money Moves. By Cardi B. You guys are making money moves. You're making life moves, you know. You're making these important decisions that you need so that way you can move on. And you guys are going to be, it's going to lead you to this victory, and you guys are going to be riding in, you're going to be poised, you're going to be holding your victory ring, and you're like, yeah. Because in this card, to me, it's like he's looking, but his head's down, and the horse is like, woo, we made it, right? And he's like, yeah, I made it, and he has his little crown, but yet he's still kind of looking down, like, satisfied, but yet exhausted, but yet not quite exhausted, but he's not like jumping up for joy. He's just like, you know, stable within himself, like, yeah, I made it. You know what I mean? It's like I feel like it's been a long journey, but that long journey is what brought you to this success. And it's going to bring in, like, more people are going to realize it because you've been gifted something from Spirit, opened you up, or that you realize that's going to make you more open, more intuitive than what you already were, right? It's like somehow it's connecting the dots to heal something that needed to be healed. It's like you passed the test and here's some more of your gift type of thing. That's cool. Just keep doing your due diligence, you know. Keep following your ambitions with the Page of Coins, because it's going to come in. Go out on that new voyage, you know. Go play in the street. Not literally the street, but like the flowers and the streams and stuff, you know. Maybe you can go ride a bike. Do something fun. Go connect with nature. Just enjoy yourself. Get some exercise is what I see, you know, because you guys are going to win. That's awesome. Good job, water signs. All it took was those few adjustments, you know. Keep using your imagination. Tap back into it, you know. Tap in that emotional side and that imagination, you know, and nurture it. Let things grow because they're going to blossom and bloom. It's going to be epic. Let's grab some Monology cards for you guys. What do we have for my water signs? Boom. You are good enough. Don't ever think you're not good enough. It's full moon in Virgo. Prosperity lies ahead. Confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. What do you need to release? Do we have any more? Surrender to the divine. Because all this is divinely guided. So never think that you're not good enough. Because this is all bringing in even more prosperity than what you already have. Just make sure you release the things that you need to. What is it that you're holding on to that you may not realize you're holding on to because you feel obligated to? But yet in reality, you're really not obligated to. It just, you know, you feel like you are. You know, because it's going to be okay. Surrender to the divine. This is all guided. You guys got this. I love you, water signs. Communication is the key. So open up your chakras. Speak a little bit more. Get it all out there. It's going to help you get everything out. All right, my water signs. I appreciate you guys being here. If you made it this far, please hit that like button. That way it helps the algorithm, helps our little community grow. Also, you know, subscribe. Doesn't hurt. Turn on the notification bell right up there. That way you guys know when I'll be on again next. And if you guys are wanting a personal, please, all my information is in the description area. I would be absolutely honored to read for you guys. And until next time, you guys stay epic, stay awesome, stay fabulous, and I'll see you again. Namaste.